FIFA 18 will be here before we know it, and there are plenty of reasons to get excited for the new game's release. CR7's on the cover, Brazilian Ronaldo's an icon, and I can feel it already that this game is going to be absolutely massive. I'll have plenty of videos coming at you throughout the game's cycle, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel then be sure to slam your finger into that subscribe button right now, leave the video a like whilst you're at it, and let's get into these 10 reasons to get excited about FIFA 18. I'd like to start out then by talking about a new feature for FIFA 18 that I personally think is going to save a lot of people a lot of time. The substitution system in FIFA right now can be incredibly clunky at times, especially when you're playing Ultimate Team and put your team together in a certain way for chemistry reasons, yet have that certain super sub in mind that you want to bring on as soon as the game started. Rather than messing about wasting both your time and your opponents, you'll now be able to complete dynamic quick subs in FIFA 18, setting up the substitution to be quickly made at the next break in play. Personally, I tend to make a couple of substitutions per game, and it's quite often the same old players coming on, so quick subs could be really useful and suit my needs very nicely. Pausing the game can really change the ebb and flow of things, and even when you're done in less than 30 seconds, you quite often still have to wait the full time nonetheless when you're paused, either because your opponent's also making changes to their tactics, or purely just tactically time wasting and looking to get under your skin. So if you've got a player in your starting 11 with slightly lower stamina that you know is likely to get worn out before the end of 90 minutes, or you've got someone on the bench with a bit more defensive security that you like to bring on late on, you can set those quick subs up, and in the long run this new feature is likely to come in incredibly handy. It's a little change that I hadn't ever really thought about before, but now that it is going to be in the game, it's a luxury that I'm sure we'll all soon get very used to, and quickly wonder how we ever live without it. At the start of a brand new FIFA cycle, I'm sure that the vast majority of us jump through the initial hoops in order to complete the objectives and pick up a gold pack. There might not be anything massively useful in the pack most of the time, but every little helps at the start, and the manager tasks are usually quite straightforward and easy to get done. For FIFA 18 though, we're going to be getting daily and weekly objectives, which will keep things a little more fresh and interesting on this front. It gives you something a little bit different to do each day, an incentive to log in on a regular basis, and complete all of the tasks that are handed out to you. It's something that a lot of us have been crying out for a while now, and it's nice to see that EA have taken note and will now be refreshing the tasks on a regular basis. It's the addition of little things like this that just help keep us coming back for more. And it's been a while now since we were treated to a really good handheld FIFA title. With the arrival of the Nintendo Switch however, that has changed things up massively. It won't feature the Frostbite engine, and it obviously won't look as visually slick as it does on PC, PS4 and Xbox One. But FIFA 18 for the Switch will have popular game modes such as Career Mode and Ultimate Team, providing a fairly full-fledged FIFA experience that can be enjoyed anywhere of your choosing. Whether you're heading out on a bus, plane or train, or simply sitting on the toilet, FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch should be a lot of fun to play, and could be the game that finally pushes me to pick up Nintendo's latest console. Sometimes you just don't want to play things on the big screen, and the prospect of playing Ultimate Team and Career Mode on the move definitely has me pretty excited. Legends have always been an Xbox exclusive in the past. For FIFA 18, EA have changed things up a bit though, and they've introduced a new icons system, featuring iconic players from the past that you can now get your hands on in the game. The likes of Ronaldinho, Maradona and Thierry Henry are all present in the game, and what's maybe even more exciting than that is that each icon now has 3 different variants from different points in their career. That 98 rated Pelé card just looks absolutely ridiculous. And I certainly wouldn't say no to a 99 treble winning Peter Schmeichel either. In fact, let's be real here, I wouldn't really say no to any of them. Ronaldo was a scary striker back in the day, and I've got very fond memories of that 2002 World Cup where the big man tore things up on his way to claiming the golden boot. Whilst Del Piero was another one of my childhood favourites, and his collection of cards looks pretty brilliant too. Roberto Carlos meanwhile could basically play anywhere on the pitch with those card stats, and I'm pretty sure that throughout the course of FIFA 18, people will try him out in a multitude of different positions. The FIFA 18 icon system looks absolutely brilliant, and the fact that they'll be available on Xbox, PlayStation and PC is certainly very pleasing. In the past couple of FIFAs, the offline gameplay has become quite stale in all honesty. FIFA 18 will see the introduction of new team styles though, which should see a greater diversity of team tactics and more unique team styles present in the game. Players should also have more positional sense, which would be very nice to see, and if this new team style feature has been executed well, then it could prove to be an absolute game changer. My main gripe with the offline gameplay in FIFA 17 was that the teams all felt a little bit too similar. Whether you're up against Barcelona or Bolton, it was difficult to differentiate between the two teams' playstyles. With each team playing different styles catered more accurately to their strengths though, this should make each game far more exciting and challenging, attempting to counter their tactics with different choices of your own, rather than just pretty much being able to play the exact same way in every single match that you play, knowing that most of the time, it's going to get you results. And if team styles are as big a new feature as they have the potential to be, FIFA 18 Career Mode should be a lot of fun to play, especially with the recent rumours about the changes to the way that transfers are handled. FIFA Career Mode was in need of big changes, and it seems like they could well be coming. And if you're a fan of Road to Glory Career Modes, you should be pretty happy to hear that the German 3rd Division will feature in FIFA 18. And the fact that Forest Green have got their faces captured in the game is exciting news too. I always like to start out with a League 2 team, take them to the top, and Forest Green could be a very fun team to use. And it's always nice to see new stadiums featured in the game, so with Brighton and Huddersfield both getting promoted to the Premier League, it'll be brilliant to see the Amex Stadium and the John Smith Stadium present in the game. LA Galaxy's StubHub Centre will also be depicted, as too will Atletico Madrid's new home too. What's maybe even more interesting about FIFA 18's stadiums though, is that the crowds inside them have been updated too, bringing more atmosphere and excitement to the game as the crowds will feel more real, varied and more vital to the process. There'll be banners in the stands, the fans will surge forward as the ball hits the back of the net, and it's another great little detail that should help make the game more immersive. Maybe there'll even be the occasional streaker or pitch invasion. Moving swiftly on then, the new addition of squad battles in FIFA Ultimate Team is definitely a very interesting one. I play a lot of career mode, but in the past I've never really touched offline games in Ultimate Team. I've played a lot of online divisions games and also participated in the Weekend League a few times in FIFA 17. Never really feel that I have much time available at weekends though, and therefore don't really make the most of FUT Champions. With squad battles though, it'll provide a nice little change of pace, and with the changes to the offline gameplay, it could be a genuinely very fun feature. You'll get to go up against all different kinds of squads, building up points in the process that should hopefully lead to some pretty exciting rewards. I feel that Pro Clubs is a massively undervalued game mode at the moment, and although the professional side of FIFA tends to revolve around 1v1 battles, there's genuine potential for turning Pro Clubs into the game's #1 professional game mode. Football's a team sport after all, and what comes closer to replicating the energy and the excitement of the real life game than having two teams going up against each other featuring 11 real life players on each side. There could definitely be some very interesting developments in Pro Clubs for FIFA 18, and if you are interested in the game mode, definitely take a look at JCC. He's an absolutely brilliant YouTuber that competes in regular Pro Clubs action, so if you want to get better at the game, definitely take a look at his videos. His link will be in the description, check him out. As I say though, Pro Clubs is massively undervalued right now, and definitely a game mode that you should spend some time playing in FIFA 18. Finally then, it's probably been a fair old while since most of us even touched FIFA 17's journey mode. FIFA 17's most anticipated wonder kid's back again for FIFA 18 though, as Alex Hunter prepares for his second chapter. The journey had incredible potential in FIFA 17, as it was the first year for the game mode though. It was understandable that it maybe wasn't as fleshed out or as expansive as it could have been. The storyline was very linear, and no matter what you did to try and vary things up a bit, Hunter's journey remained largely unchanged. You could be the star player at the club and still get sent out on loan, or be a reckless red card liability and still receive largely the same opportunities you would as a model player. The game mode should be a lot more polished for FIFA 18 though, and with it being a World Cup year, the storylines could prove to be very interesting. Alex Hunter's debut season was never likely to be massively polished. With him returning for FIFA 18 though, there should be plenty more to get excited about with the journey this time around, and I for one am massively curious to see where they take the storyline next. So there you have it. There are plenty of reasons to get excited about FIFA 18, and I for one can't wait to get my hands on the game and find out how it plays. Anyway though, thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you again next time.